Hey folks, today I want to talk about the power of directed learning as compared to non-directed learning. So let's talk about that. By the way, I'm out here at Crater Lake. Now my name is Avi Singh and my goal is to not just help you learn Power BI, but become a pro so that you can not only create a successful Power BI career, but also a life of freedom. If that's what you want, make sure to follow me on LinkedIn and on YouTube. So let's talk about this idea of directed versus non-directed learning. And this came to me when I was talking to my students, and we often do live calls. And specifically in this discussion, there were three students. The first student, was on the call, and they talked about their struggle and their frustration. They said, Avi, yeah, I'm doing the course, but I'm not sure how it's going. I'm not sure how I'm doing, and I don't know what to do next. And is it working? Is it not working? Yeah, Avi, I really need your help. And I was kind of puzzled because I didn't know we have had so many students go through the program and have pretty amazing results. And of course, everybody has their own base and so forth, but they seemed really kind of in a tough spot. And now I'm glad that there were other students on there, so I just kind of did a check-in. I said, hey, I want to check in with a few other folks. How is everybody doing? And two other students came on board, and they talked about they were actually doing phenomenal. And one person said, yep, I've been building this, and I'm talking to a manager, and I showed them as a little preview, and they really loved it. And they got really excited, and now I'm building off this own thing, and yeah, I'm doing great, and I'm applying the lessons that I'm learning from my program. And I spoke to another person, and they said the same thing. It's like, yeah. We have these different clients, and they have me on this assignment where I'm building a Power BI dashboard for them, and everything's going great. And that's when I figured out the missing link is this directed versus non-directed learning. So the person that was struggling, they were actually between jobs. Now, we'll talk about how to address that, but besides that point, they didn't have something to kind of focus their learning, which is the advantage that the other two had, that they had a boss, a team, a manager, a client, something to direct the learning, to shape the learning, and have be pulled by that, rather than having to push yourself all the time, right? I mean, so imagine yourself, right? I mean, you have to push yourself. Do I learn this? Do I learn that? And again, you get caught in the learning paradox. The more you learn, the less you know, because the horizon expands. And like, oh, do I need to learn that? Do I need to learn that? And again, you keep struggling. That is kind of like trying to walk up on a sand dune if it is not directed learning. So that would be my best piece of advice, that you gotta find somebody, a company, or your team, your own team, or another client that you can help. Because if you want to get really good at Power BI, you need real practice, and that requires two things. You need real data, and you need a real client. So folks, that's the biggest lesson that I've learned, kind of trying to help my students through the Power BI program. So yeah, I will definitely recommend you go with that approach. I'll catch you in my next video. Until then, power on.